I was in an airport. This is a true story. And I'd just come home from a really long trip. And I'm dragging my bag wearily up the ramps, past the gates. And I'm tired. I'm tired of traveling. I'm tired of airplanes. I'm tired of people everywhere. I had just spent the last 2 weeks trying to sleep on a couch that still had beer farts trapped in the cushions from whatever dorm room it was in the 80s. And I could tell it was from the 80s because some of the stains tasted like new Coke. And let me tell you, there's nothing that will make you appreciate your bed more than sleeping in Cheeto dust with a spring in your pancreas. And I wish I was making that up. I'm not. On some magical night in the 80s, two rhinos with pizza and soda pop met up with Chester Cheetah. They found a couch and had a three-way Mongolian tube steak rodeo on it. That couch exists. I slept on it. It was real nice. But now it's over. It's over now. I'm back home. Trip's done. And all I want in the world is to see my husband and go home to my nice, soft, warm, comfy bed. And as I'm walking out the front door of the airport and I'm going up to the curb, I'm realizing that there's going to be a point coming soon where I'm going to have to make a choice between being not a dick and being a dick. And I was in no mood to be not a dick. One thing I hate more than anything is when I'm waiting at the airport for my ride, I choose a nice spot where there's no cars so somebody can come and pick me up, and some shark biscuit pulls up right in front of me and stops to wait for someone who clearly is not me. Happens to me all the time. They don't go down there where there's absolutely nobody standing. They pull up and stop to wait for somebody who isn't there, right in front of somebody who is there and obviously needs to be picked up in the spot where their brainless ass just stopped. So, okay, fine. I'll move on, move down, moving down, different place, no cars, and here comes shark biscuit number 2. Hey, I've gotten so mad at these dudes that I've yelled at them before. When they pulled up, hey, I will shit in you. I will literally, physically shit inside of you. The chicken carbonara from yesterday will literally be inside of your body. I will shit in you. So, drives me up the wall when that happens. So, I vowed that if this happened again, I was going to teach them a lesson. I would not be not a dick. I would not be a dick. I would go for option number 3, Superdick. I would be Superdick. And I had it all planned out. I always plan out my dickery very carefully. Step 1. Wait for some shark biscuit to pull in front of me and stop at an airport. Step 2, get in the car. It was a flawless plan. I would pick up my bag, I would open the back seat, I would put my bag in there, I would open the front seat, and while I'm climbing into the passenger seat and they go, "Whoa, what the hell are you doing?" I would say, "Well, aren't you my ride to the convention? I'm supposed to be being picked up here by somebody I've never met before who's going to take me to the convention that I'm supposed to be at. You are clearly that person since you pulled up 3 feet in front of me. If I'm not that person, then maybe perhaps you should not stop right in front of people that you don't know that are being picked up by somebody else, you inconsiderate half-brained shark biscuit." It was perfect. Oh, it was perfect. And I had every contingency planned out. I planned out everything from them freaking out and driving away with my bag in the car, right? Could happen. To them calling the police and trying to report it as a crime. I had everything planned out. It's all planned. The plan was brilliant. And as I'm standing here on the curb waiting for my husband, I see a white SUV beginning to crawl up the arrivals lane toward me. And inside it was this 30-something looking lady, not unattractive. She was pretty cool looking particularly ditzy. And she pulled up and she stopped right here. And this was the worst I'd ever seen. This is a small airport. I took the last flight in. It was late at night. There were no other cars and probably only like 3 or 4 people as far as the eye could see. And she stopped right there. I get to be a dick. I get to be... Which was perfect timing for me because I can't sleep through the night unless I've been a dick to someone. And I've got a nice, warm, comfy, soft bed waiting for me at home right now. So goody, goody, goody. I get to go in there, I get to be a dick, and then I get to go home and sleep. Yay! So remember the plan. Okay. So I picked up my bag, I opened up the back door, put the bag in. Okay. Close the door. Open the passenger side door. I got in the seat. And I closed the door. She didn't even notice. She was so busy looking in the mirror, playing with her hair, she didn't even notice I was there. And I realized this could be the best day of my life. I may actually get to see a live person shit an igloo in her pants. When this person realized she's in her own car with a total stranger, she's gonna shit, could be a live animal. That would be okay. If she just, and a live camel came out, I'm fine with that. So I said, thanks for picking me up. And she stopped twiddling her hair. And she looked over at me. And she said, oh, it's no problem, honey. Any friend of Julie's is a friend of mine. And she put it in drive and took off. This was not a part of the plan. First of all, I didn't even get a single brick out of her, much less an igloo. No live animal, not even a ferret, nothing. Second of all, before I know what's going on, she's turned onto the freeway and we're going somewhere. And I realized I might actually get to see someone shit an igloo today. And it's gonna be me. I don't know her. I don't know what's going on. And she turned to me and she said, you know, I know we've never met or anything, but Julie just goes on and on about how wonderful you are in church group. And I'm thinking in my head, I deserve this. This has been a long time coming for me. Karma finally decided to go West Side Gangsta all up on my ass. Could have been a lightning strike. I could have been spontaneous human combustion. Nope, this is it. This is it right here. I got to get out of this. And as we're speeding down the street, a light bulb goes on in my head. Bing. And I'm thinking maybe there is a way I can get out of this without having a live camel come from my sphincter. And I said, so, I think Julie booked me at the Hilton downtown? Ha. Not a problem. You pull up, I get out, I take my bags, I wave bye-bye, I go in the hotel, she drives off, problem solved. She turns to me and she says, oh no, Julie wouldn't hear of it. You're staying at her house with her. That's where we're going right now. This, not a part of the plan. So, hang on a second, I need more booze for this. Oh, and they get switched, yeah. So I'm in the car, and my head's spinning at 1,000,000 miles an hour. I'm trying to think of, what I can do to get out of this, and I'm just idly, she's talking, and I said, so how is Julie? And she said, oh, well, she's been pretty good, just, considering most recent. And she leaned over and she put her hand on my knee, and she said, I just got to say, I think it's wonderful you flying down here for the funeral and all. That's it. That's it. I'm boned. I just wanted to be Superdick. That's all. I only wanted to be Superdick. I thought that's all there was. I thought there was not a dick, and Superdick. That's all. But here I am. I shot past Superdick and went into crowned hyperdick by accident, and I'm not trained for that. What am I gonna do now? I don't know. I can't pretend. I can't play stupid anymore. I can't pretend like I have no idea what's going on. What am I gonna do? Turned to her, I was like, funny thing, actually. I just got in your car because I wanted to see you shit a camel. Don't even really know you. So if you could just pull over and we'll just forget this whole thing. I can't do that. No mere mortal can attain hyperdick. That's reserved for the gods. So I did something that I've never ever done in my life before. I instantly turned from a huge dick into a big pussy. And all I wanted was to get out of that car, curl up on the street, and cry. And then I wanted to go home and be in my nice, soft, warm bed. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. I start getting text messages. And I looked at them. It was from my husband. Turns out he'd been driving around in circles at the airport, wanting to pick me up, but he couldn't do it because I wasn't there. Said there was only one guy standing outside and it wasn't me. And I said, uh-oh. There's only one person in the universe whose ass belongs in this seat. And he's standing outside at the airport. What happens when he starts calling around trying to find out where his ride is? So I thought, okay, I just have to come clean. I don't care what the consequences are. I have to come clean with this. I just got to get it over with and just say this and just get it done with. And I opened my mouth and she said, are you thirsty? I'd really like to pull over and get something to drink or something. Would you like to do that? Yes! I would really like to pull over and get something to drink or something, thank you. She goes off the interstate, she pulls in at a convenience store. She asks me what I want to drink, and then she goes inside. I jump out of the car, I grab my bag, I run across the street, and there's a little motel. I go and I duck in the lobby and I hide. To this day, I do not know what they think happened. I like to think that it spawned some legend about the mysterious ghost traveler that vanished. Ghost Dick. So I called my husband. I told him where I was. He came to get me. And finally, got to see my husband. He's taking me home to my nice, soft, comfy, warm bed. And on the way home, I told him the whole story about what happened. And he made me sleep on the couch.